everybody, it's time to work today. Anybody feel like working today? It's Saturday. Can't worry about the situation, you must maintain. God bless you.
Up higher.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, time to go work. You see, I did it. Now you do it. God bless. Have a good day.
Have you ever walked in a raging storm and survived? When I was young, I remember walking over to my grandmother's house, and she was so happy to see me, despite the timing and the bad weather. She was so overjoyed that she decided to cook some food to show love. I remember my mother and my grandmother used to do that all the time. Well, my family stopped by the other day during a heavy flooding rainstorm. My message for you today is that sometimes a bad storm in your life can bring good news. If you've ever experienced tragedy and you made it through, you may not know how you made it or why you survived. But after all was said and done, you realize that only God could have pulled you through. Maybe before your awakening, you had doubts about a lot of things. But your reprieve has now shaken your doubting Thomas to become a believer in the promise. Storms will bring abundant understanding. Your awakening has made some things abundantly clear. The stupid decisions, the reckless behavior, the misguided attitude that was delivered as express mail has become abundantly clear. Redundant understanding changed into abundant understanding in a split second. Abundant understanding comes from our Heavenly Father. Only the Great One can deliver. I was talking to my cousin and he began explaining that he was so grateful for the abundant understanding living within him. I sat back in amazement at God's work because his journey wasn't an easy one. Life is tough at times and sometimes you must overcome a badly dealt hand. Get ready. You can face the most powerful storms on earth and survive, but you can't survive it alone or on your own. You're gonna need some help. I must tell you today that your journey to victory won't be easy. It will include hills, valleys, curves, and swerves. It'll include missed calls, close calls, and an occasional lost cause. But once you've survived, you will be grateful for a better you, provided by the most powerful GPS ever. You will be grateful that he found you and saved you. Can I get a witness today? If your story started out as once upon a time, and then you got lost along the way, but your story's ending overcame the pain. If your story continued to a happily ever after, raise your hand. Be thankful that your ending is now your beginning. His abundant understanding will provide an ark to escape the floods, to push you uphill, and to pull you from dark valleys. You see, our Heavenly Father will guide you, position you, so that you can answer His call. The forecast may be different next week. Something will try to check you and invade your spirit. Remember the message of today, that sometimes a bad storm can bring good news. You see, my family dropped by during a heavy storm. They ended up spending the night. I got up early the next morning to cook some breakfast, like my mother and my grandmother would always do. Unbeknownst my mother's and my grandmother's spirit and voice with them. I could hear her telling me not to cook too fast. Well, I must admit that the coffee was not as good as the coffee that she used to make. Sometimes bad weather or storms can bring good news. God bless you today. And I'll talk to you later. Overcome. Words for You by Bruce Etheridge.